Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, and welcome back to the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm Town. Today we are almost at the beginning of Altea to enjoy this lovely and warm sunshine and amazing views of the Mediterranean Sea. And as usual, we'll be talking about three news today. First of all, at the situation in Spain, what is happening on hotels, if they're getting empty slowly but surely, or if it's not the case, and what is happening in general in terms of tourism in here, what you might expect if you will be arriving shortly. The second news will be about how Benidorm is massively changing right now. The new ambitious project of Benidorm, which has been finally approved and will cost more than 6 million euros, and what it's gonna be, because the change is just amazing. And the last news will be for all those of you who are traveling with your camper van, with your mobile home, or are planning on renting, for example, a vehicle here in Spain, because there are quite good and positive changes in terms of the paid highways and speedways here in Spain. And as usual, we'll finish with the weather forecast for the next upcoming weeks. First of all, let's talk about the situation in Spain. As you all know, we've just finished the other day the winter celebrations, which were a lot of them, Spanish love to celebrate, right? So here, almost every other day there is a fiesta, there's some kind of a bank holiday, local celebration. And we've had Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We had Three Kings as well, celebration in the evening, and then the bank holiday, which was yesterday. So right now, officially, we are entering into a phase where we don't have any more official, like, big celebrations in the country, and everything is slowly returning back to normal. Does it mean that hotels are empty? No, it doesn't mean that hotels are empty at all, by the way. Even in fact, I can tell you that some of the hotels that do cater mostly for British and like English-speaking tourism in Benidorm are asking their workers to come back from their holidays because they have a lack of staff. So there's a lot of different groups. There are football groups, for example. There's a lot of bicycle training, a lot of different like physical activity, like sports groups that are coming to Spain because the weather here is amazing. You can see it right there, by the way. The weather here is just gorgeous, and they have more extra time to train before they have any kind of important competition. So a lot of groups are coming, many more than there were last year's and like previous years. Usually I've only seen them here in Algier, in like bigger hotels, but right now I can see them in Dynastic, I can see them in Server Group, in Metplaya, like different types of groups in general. In Magic, I can see them in Dynastic and Gala Placidia. So like there's a lot of groups coming, which is positive, obviously, for tourism and for the economy of our region. As well as tourists are still arriving. I suppose seeing in internet that the weather is like 20 degrees in here, the sun is shining. It kind of feels like summer for a lot of you guys that are coming from northern countries. So maybe that's also the case why some people decide to escape for a couple of days here to Benidorm, or maybe even slightly more if they can do so. As for now, the level of tourism and the occupancy is not getting lower whatsoever. We'll see in the next couple of weeks. Probably February is going to be a slower month, but still, we've had tourism non-stop, and in just 2 months, the summer season will be starting. So we kind of were working non-stop, and all the hotels were working non-stop. So it's genuinely a great news. So don't worry, everything is open. Some people ask me if in February bars, restaurants, cafeterias, businesses will be open. Yes, definitely they will still be open, and you will be able to enjoy, go shopping, try different meals in here, typical snacks, try nice Spanish wine if you love to, typical tapas, for example, on the famous tapas street in Benidorm that we filmed for you as well. I'm gonna leave it linked here down below, by the way. And very soon we'll be doing a new tapas tour on the Tapas Square, which is also a very famous place. So make sure you subscribe so that you would not miss the new video. Situation is great. Everything is totally fine. We are enjoying the sunshine, the vitamin D. We're having a lot of walks, spending a lot of time on the outside, and it's just great. Being here right now in January is just great. So if you are coming, or if you were planning to come to Benidorm, because it's really lovely in here. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is about the ambitious, giant, massive project that Benidorm has just gotten approved, which probably will be held when will be done in the next like couple of years, 2 to 3 years, because it's genuinely really big. This project is called Benidorm Vision 360. So if you want to know a little bit more about this project, more than we are giving you in today's news update, you can always find it online, and you will see all the newspapers, everything that Benidorm gave us as a public information about Benidorm Vision 360. But basically it costs more than 6.1 million euros. And this is going to be different areas that Benidorm will cover. First of all, I have all the information here. First of all, it's going to be a green transition, so in a more efficient way, so that there will not be so many car fumes and like polluted air. Also energetic efficiency, so there's going to be way more solar panels and it's going to be cleaner energy as it is. Digital transition, which means that a lot more of the services will be available digitally for people. And sustainable competitiveness, I think it's called. Let me know, but I do think it's called competitiveness when there's like healthy competition, let's say it like this. So first of all, what Benidorm is trying to do is that they're going to be putting a lot more shade, which I'm totally in favor of it. They're going to be putting way more natural shade and trees and like, you know, material covering a lot of the streets, so that when, not if, when, because we know already the temperatures here are rising slowly but surely. When the temperatures are higher in the shade, at least you can get some cover from the sunshine and you will not get any kind of health issues due to the sun. So this is just amazing news. Then they're going to be putting shades not only like on the most transition streets, but in a lot of different areas. They're going to be putting more parking spaces, new recreative areas. Recreative area means, for example, new parks for children, new green areas to have a walk or do some sports. Simply the area where you can just sit down and watch towards the ducks, I don't know, swimming in the pond, something like this, you know. So basically the areas to relax and to enjoy and have some breath of fresh air and have a calm and quiet time, which is also great because in today's day when everything around us is stress, is non-stop, is running, basically a high-speed life, so we need places like this. Afterwards, they're going to be changing Benidorm's Levante Beach. You know already that they're changing all the light system towards the new LED lights. Some of you told me that you did not like it and that you preferred the old light system. It was really old. They could not do anything to save that light system, but I do feel that they could have done something special as well, like the similar design using the LED lights, so that the average like overall picture would not change as much as it's being done right now, because this was definitely emblematic. As you said, this was like a stamp of Benidorm, these lights, like these gurnals of lights on the Levante Beach, but now sadly it's not going to be the case any longer. They will also renovate the other part of the Mediterranean Avenue, which is from Ametlla del Mar, which is the avenue that goes through Rincon de Loix up until the Levante Beach, and up until the point where Mediterranean Avenue has been already refurbished, not renovated, refurbished. So they're going to be changing all that as well. So the whole entire main Mediterranean Avenue artery of Benidorm, that's like the main artery of Benidorm, will be brand new, will be gorgeous. There's going to be less cars, there's going to be more parking spaces for electric charged vehicles as well, and they will put more points to be able to rent bicycles, because they do want to promote healthy lifestyle and moving around with no fumes and no like emissions. Obviously electric cars will be able to move there, but normal cars not any longer, and this will happen in just a couple of years probably. The next thing that they will be doing is to restore completely the promenade, this wooden type of promenade that you have on the Poniente beach, because that's totally old right now. It's out of date, it's being ruined. They have a lot of metal things sticking out, so it's really dangerous, and they needed to reform it, to change it completely, because that wood was not of the best quality. It's been there for decades and decades, don't get me wrong, but right now with adverse climate, you know, with the extreme heat that we have in summer and the big humidity that we have in winter, this wood suffers a lot and it's really dangerous for people to step on it. So this is going to be changing as well. Virtual visits to Benidorm, which is going to be the new virtual world where you will be able to fly around Benidorm and see all the main attractions that you want to see before you visit it. And then there's going to be way more changes, like for example new boards every now and then in Benidorm that will indicate you specific routes, let's say to one or the other viewpoint or to the cross of Benidorm. Will give you some extra information that you will be able to read just to know slightly more about it. And there's going to be another service that I will be launching at the end of this month, which I will shortly make a separate video about here on the channel, so stay tuned. Don't miss that one, because this is something I have created. This is my baby. This is my second business, and it's a service that I really am looking forward to provide to all of you guys, because I love doing what I do. I love giving information. I love showing places to people. And this is a small hint, by the way. I should have got that. Well, it's fine. A lot of you have guessed already what it's gonna be, so I'll be telling about it officially at the end of this month. I'm so excited. But yes, everything is changing in Benidorm. Benidorm will be unrecognizable in just a couple of years. It's gonna be an amazing area to come. Oh, it's probably going to be the most quality place for holidays here in all Costa Blanca. So it's definitely worth considering to come to Benidorm if you still have not been here. And the last news, very important for all those of you who are coming with your own vehicle or who are renting any type of vehicle in here, or coming with your mobile home. I know it's really popular in Netherlands, for example. In Belgium, a lot of people, or even Germany, a lot of people are coming with their mobile homes here. So we've had this whole net of highways and speedways in Spain. A lot of them were paid. You were going towards the highway, you were stopping, you took a ticket, then you were going the way that you needed to go, the amount of kilometers you needed, and then on the exit where you had to go out, you were stopping and paying the money that they were telling you to pay, basically for that amount of kilometers that you've passed. Since 2 or maybe even 3 years ago already, the AP7, which is the most important road for us living here in Costa Blanca, which is the Mediterranean Autopista. It's called Autopista in Spanish, which is like a highway, speedway, how you call it, doesn't matter. This is like a high-speed road up until 120 kilometers per hour, and it was paid. It's from like South Spain, like in Malaga. It starts somewhere around Malaga, and then it goes up until north forward more than Valencia, so really to north side. And it was paid. So every time we wanted to go to Alicante, to Calpe, like to all the other areas, Valencia, South Spain, we needed to pay this money if we wanted to get the highway. Starting from that year, it was not the case. The majority of points on this autopista, on this AP7, was free of charge. So it was just great. We were using it a lot, so much more, although we still got much more traffic on it, that's true. However, the government said that they will be putting it as a paid one once again, because they did not count the amount of money that will be necessary to maintain all these roads, that will be necessary to cut, for example, the branches, the palm trees, you know, all the plants around it, for the electricity that is being put there, you know, for all the signs, for the maintenance in general. So they thought it's going to be less, but they're just not able to cope with this extra expense. And these speedways will be paid back again. The good news comes right now, when the government has asked officially for Brussels to postpone this paid speedways once again. They were supposed to be paid from 2024, so in just about 1 year, but it's not going to be the case. It's not going to be happening, at least up until 2025, and we'll see if then the speedway AP7 and a lot of the speedways that were supposed to be paid ones back again will be still free of charge for us to use. Why? Because Spain has put the official report to Brussels saying basically that the economic situation has changed a lot during the last couple of years, that a lot of people are not recovered still, that with the cost of, with inflation, with electricity, with everything that's been happening lately, it's simply not viable for them to put an extra burden on people to pay for this road right now. So they're waiting for the situation to be slightly better before they can do so. And Brussels so far have said that there's not going to be an issue with it, and so far this road will continue to be free of charge. I'm going to leave you here a a picture right here on the screen, so you will be able to see. If you need to, you can pause it, make a caption, and then just look over it in more detail. But basically in red, you have all the areas in Spain where we still have paid roads, and in blue, there are speedways and there are highways, but they are free of charge. So you can still see in which areas you still pay quite a lot of money to pass through these speed roads. Let us know if in your country it's expensive or not, if you have any paid roads, or if it's not the case in back in your country. Here we do have quite expensive ones, especially in North Spain, but I get it due to extreme and adverse weather. You know, they need more maintenance than here on the south, because here it was not as expensive. And on the North Spain in Catalonia, it was really extremely expensive, and Galicia as well, it's really expensive too. So some regions are quite expensive, others not so much, but the great news is that for now, no more paid roads in our area, at least up until 2025. So this is a great news for all those of you who are coming with your own vehicle, with a mobile home, or are planning to rent a car here to have slightly more free movements around the area. And now let's continue with the weather forecast. What is waiting for all those of you who are coming shortly to Spain? And you'll be really surprised, because the weather is nothing like it used to be. As you can see today, the sky is blue, the bluest, and there's a lot of people at the beach here enjoying this lovely time. The sea is calm, really quiet, basically almost no waves at all. And this kind of weather will be here today, and by tomorrow it will sadly disappear. Tomorrow the rain is coming to Spain, although here usually it's not affecting us due to the mountains that we're surrounded with. Wow, there are people swimming. Oh my goodness, there are people swimming. It's 16.3 degrees water temperature, by the way, and people are swimming. That's incredible. So basically what will be happening is today is the day of extreme sunshine, no clouds at all, but tomorrow the clouds will be coming here. Might be raining first time in the morning, so like starting from 8 up until 11, 12. And then it's just gonna be cloudy with a little bit of sunshine. As for the temperatures, today it's around 20 degrees in here, which is just gorgeous weather. This doesn't feel like winter and mid-January almost at all. It feels like early autumn or like early spring. And the temperatures will be more or less the same tomorrow, around 20 to 22 degrees, which is even better. And up until 13th of January, what we will be having here is the temperatures of around 20 degrees as well, which is supposed to be the coldest month in Spain, January and February. And we have 20 degrees in here. What do you say about that? Amazing weather, amazing temperature, amazing place to be if you still did not book your holidays, but you are planning to do a small getaway. Maybe right now is the best chance to do so. Thank you all for watching today's latest news update. I wish you an amazing day, and we'll see each other tomorrow in a new video. Bye.